So yeah, Nathalie Lambrecht from Sweden taking on French girl Angely Buillot.
For a place in the final as well.
So it's winner takes all. Continue. If you if you lose in the semifinals, then you get another chance to fight for third and fourth position in the mini final. So definitely riding twice, these girls. But they definitely want a spot in the final, and they're going to give it their all. So I'm curious to see who's going to take home the win in this heat between Nathalie Lambrecht from Sweden and Angely Buillot from France.
It's an interesting dynamic, this heat, Ruben, because it's not necessarily as simple as saying this is for a space on the podium. It guarantees your place on the podium because it's going to put you in the two women final, but you will get a chance in the mini final to fight for third and fourth, but you'd like to have it done here, right? And maybe if you've got that sort of mindset, you might be just thinking, I only want to get first. I'm doing it. I'm going all the way. But to some, getting onto the podium is an achievement. For others, like Aaron Hadlow, it's not good enough.
Not good enough. Just need a win. Otherwise, I'm devastated. Yeah, all these riders are quite competitive and dedicating their life to kite surfing. Such a lovely passion we all have for this sport. If you're not kite surfing yet and just enjoying the epic dynamics of this beautiful sport, definitely give it a try. There's many awesome kite schools around the world where you can get started, get informed online, and then get a couple lessons and get started.
Here goes Nathalie then, who's opening up.
Straight into a boogie loop.
Nice landing. Cool. That was like that board just sucked to the water there, Ruben. Let's take another look at the replay on this landing here. Didn't get super high on this. They had stronger wind yesterday, but nice kite position. Kite did. What a landing! That was outrageous landing.
Yeah, that tapped down on the water pretty tight. So
Nigel Bannon absolutely nailing that word. It was reconvene. Do you know this word? It's a good British word. This reconvene was the exact word. Thank you very much, Nigel. That was just out of my reach here, as it sometimes is.
With so many things going on, Lewis.
No, with words, just with key words sometimes. Everything else I've got covered, Ruben, as we know. But there has been a lot going on here. And again, these scores aren't currently refreshing.
Massive shout out to all the Dutchies watching this epic live stream today, supporting all the Dutchies in this event, and everyone around the world. Thanks for joining, tuning in. You're here with me, Ruben Lenton, and Lewis Cretern, reporting live from the GKA Kite World Tour stop here in Barcarès, France.
Barcarès.
Just into the semifinals, which we reconvene from yesterday's stoppage of the event due to too much wind. And now we're actually looking at Angely Buillot in the white lycra, doing her massive mega loop laid back roll, getting a super nice kite angle, and landing it clean. That was good power, good angle. Let's look at the replay here. Going massively, nicely inverted, and landing it with speed, super clean. I think that's going to be some nice scores coming in for Angely.
Still waiting for Nathalie's trick score to come in here. She had a kite loop back roll already on the board. Oh, there it is. There is Nathalie's. It's the kite loop front roll that we were looking for, which is the 6.13. So this heat already quite close, less than a point in it. And just to remind you about this heat, they already did perform some moves yesterday. So they're already 4 trick attempts each here. 3 trick attempts left for these riders to try and get into the final. Will it be the French lady Angely Buillot with all that support off the beach? Will it be Nathalie Lambrecht, who's really storming onto the big air scene right now, Ruben Lenton?
100%. Edging hard, going massive with a kite loop nose grab. Not going too high. Let's see what the surfer app data says. Around the 10 meter mark there. Here she's edging. Yeah, nice, nicely controlled one-handed kite loop with a nose grab.
And what I love about that grab was on the way up, Ruben. The real big grabs in mega loops are done on the way up for me, not afterwards.
Exactly.
Easy to grab it afterwards. You do it on the way up. You want to get serious about grabbing mega loops.
Feels so good. I love just doing the massive mega loop and then grabbing the nose on the way up and then just swinging yourself into that laid back. It feels absolutely ridiculous. But here we got Angely going for a kite loop board off, and is she sticking it? Wow, that's going to be epic scores for Angely right here. Well done. Wow.
Yeah, a crowd like that on the beach. Here is the replay of this, Ruben, and you really can't pick this apart much at all. Lovely height, got the legs out nicely and controlled, and she always looked odds on to land this. And now just look at the ocean, actually, or the lake, whatever, the water. How about that? It's a lot flatter. We've not got such strong wind hitting us right now. I'd say this is in the region of about 30, maybe 35 knots maximum, Ruben, because the water is so much flatter. The landings, even here, look how glassy the takeoff area is, and so downwind is also flatter. We're not seeing as many trips over the nose.
Quite a weird stance there from Nathalie before she takes off, trying to hang on to that kite. We're gonna need a replay on this one.
He found her in the end. Oh, she still had to repair the damage on that, and she hasn't, Ruben. I can tell you, whilst this replay cut in out the window, Ruben, she didn't manage to save this. So this won't be scored. It all looks good here, but then that kite just diving. We need a couple more seconds on those clips.
Will that count?
No, it won't. I'll tell you, it won't.
She was riding out quite far.
Count. She's out for the count right now, Ruben. She's got a kite leading edge down, facing into the wind. The jet ski's coming over to offer assistance. She needs to rescue it. She's got a good chance here of rescuing it, as long as she doesn't have a line wrap around the tip. But this is really handing the advantage. There is that kite there. Great shot. She's okay. No equipment malfunction there. Just a bit of gusty wind sends it in the water. But has she got the board on? Yeah, I think she has, Ruben.
Boom.
Yeah, so she's still in this. Angely Buillot now will feel like she's really close to the final. And what a moment this will be for her. She's really starting to get herself together now, as this wind looks like she's looking for a different kite then. She wants a smaller kite than on the beach. We can talk to you just in the background here, riding in. You get just as she goes past it.
What is she doing?
Don't know, but Angely Buillot, meanwhile.
Whoa, going on a boogie loop to the right side. Right foot forward boogie loop with a nice tail grab there from Angely, showing that she is boss.
Nathalie needs a quick job here, and I think she's going to have to pull Daniels that kite bar. She needs that kite launcher to keep the kite there. She's got a tangle. This isn't help. We need to see this on the beach right now. On La Plage. I'm telling the director, she's got this green kite here. Okay, desperate to see. I think she's fixed it, Ruben. She needed to pull Daniels. He's actually a magician in the UK. Whenever you get that line wrap, I think her lines were tangled, and she really needed to get that kite sorted. And if she's managed to do that, Natty, that's a brilliant turnaround. You haven't seen that. I can tell you, out the window, I've just seen Nathalie Lambrecht come in. There she is, fixing.
Her kite flipped, so her lines were twisted, so she had to land her kite and throw her bar through her lines and unwrap that. So she did, and now she's back for her next trick attempt.
Even more impressive, Ruben, is that the launcher there brought the kite right back towards her. All the lines went slack. It's much easier to visualize where you've got to push your bar through the lines to fix that with the kite being held nicely. But Nathalie Lambrecht will get back into the zone, and she will get a chance for a 7th trick attempt, but it's going to have to be a big one because Angely Buillot is absolutely walking away with this at the moment. She needs over a 9 here, Ruben. She's got a 5.13 scoring as her lowest trick. Angely has absolutely caned it in this heat, so I don't think she can quite get this score. It's looking like it's a high 9s, Ruben.
So yeah, people are wondering what kite Angely is on. It's a core with the Alula leading edge. So what we see in the development of kites is that they're getting lighter, more tighter, more stiff, more direct, more performance. So yeah, definitely lots of development and prototypes being flown around. And they're actually quite slippery. I tried to grab one by the leading edge the other day and it slipped out of my hands. I was like, oh, this thing is slippery. So watch that if you ever grab an Alula kite by the leading edge, and just make sure you hang on tight.
I'm wondering what you were talking about.
Slippery leading edge.
For a second there, but I understand now.
Yep. Slippery people. Here, Angely taking off with a double back roll mega loop.
Didn't even need to. She had the she had the heat in the bag. Hope she's not picked up a bit of a cane up. Yeah, it looked like a big little rib one. So she had this one, just warming herself up for the final. That kite's sticking out the side there for me, Ruben. She's hit a power spike there, and she's away from her board. So I wonder if she needed that.
She didn't need that, but she just couldn't resist herself. There's the spectators on the beach, and they're always going to give it that extra. So nicely done from Angely. Unfortunately, not nailing that landing right there and then.